The gap between rich people and everyone else is not what you think it is. It's not income. It's not luck. It's not who their parents were or what school they went to. It's something far simpler and far more uncomfortable. It's how they think about money. And here's what makes this so powerful and so frustrating. It means the biggest barrier between you and wealth is not sitting in a bank account somewhere. It's sitting inside your own head, right now. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how wealthy people think about money differently and give you the 5 mindset shifts that can change your entire financial trajectory. 5 mindset shifts. That's what this video is. Not theory, not motivation, not a list of habits to copy. These are the actual beliefs, the core ways of seeing the world that cause wealthy people to make different decisions with the same money that average people have. Stay until shift number 5, because it's the one that sounds the most wrong, until you really sit with it. Shift number 1. Rich people think in assets and liabilities. Most people never learn this distinction. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Robert Kiyosaki made this famous in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and decades later it remains one of the most important financial ideas ever written down. Because once you see the world through this lens, you cannot unsee it. The average person spends their entire income on liabilities. A car, a subscription, a bigger flat, and wonders why they can't get ahead. The wealthy person asks one question before every purchase. Is this putting money into my pocket or taking it out? It's not that wealthy people don't enjoy nice things. They do, but they buy them after their assets are generating enough income to pay for them. Not before. That sequence, assets first, lifestyle second, is one of the most powerful financial habits that exists. Shift number 2. Wealthy people think about time differently to everyone else. Most people think their most scarce resource is money. Rich people know their most scarce resource is time. When you genuinely believe time is your most valuable resource, you make completely different decisions. You invest early, because time in the market matters more than timing the market. You automate your finances, because decision fatigue costs you money. You pay for things that buy back your time, because your hours are worth more than the service costs. The average person trades time for money. Wealthy people trade money for time. That's the shift. Shift number 3. When most people get more money, they buy things. When wealthy people get more money, they buy assets. Salary goes up. Average person buys a bigger car, gets a bonus, buys a holiday, gets a raise, upgrades their flat. Wealthy person gets a raise, increases their monthly index fund contribution, gets a bonus, invests it. Every pound spent on things that depreciate is a pound that will never compound for you. Morgan Housel puts it perfectly in his book, The Psychology of Money. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not driven, the watches not worn, the first-class tickets not booked. Wealth is money not spent. The flashiest people in any room are rarely the wealthiest. The wealthiest people in any room look exactly like everyone else. Shift number 4. Most people optimize for comfort. Wealthy people optimize for growth, even when it's uncomfortable. Investing feels uncomfortable. You're putting money at risk. Starting a business feels uncomfortable. You might fail. Learning a new high-income skill feels uncomfortable. You're a beginner again. But every wealth-building action requires tolerating discomfort that most people avoid. Rich people have trained themselves to be comfortable with discomfort. They invest during market crashes when it feels terrifying. They hold their positions when everyone is panic selling. Warren Buffett has held through multiple 30 to 50% market crashes in his career. Most people sold at the bottom and locked in their losses permanently. He stayed. Comfort seeking is why most people never build wealth. Growth always lives just outside the comfort zone. Shift number 5, and here's the one that sounds most wrong until you really think about it. Wealthy people do not think about money as the goal. They think about money as a tool. Most people spend their lives chasing money as if money itself is the destination. But wealthy people, the ones who have actually built it, will almost universally tell you the same thing. Money is a means to an end, not the end itself. The end is time freedom. The end is optionality. The end is the ability to choose how you spend your hours, who you spend them with, and what you spend them on. When you see money as a tool, your relationship with it changes completely. You stop hoarding it out of fear. You stop spending it out of impulse. You start deploying it with intention toward the life you actually want to build. Money is not the point. Freedom is the point. Money is just what gets you there. That one shift might be the most important thing I say in this entire video. So how do you actually shift these beliefs? First, audit your spending through the asset and liability lens. Look at your last month of bank statements. Label everything as an asset or a liability. Most people are shocked by what they see. Second, read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It is 30 short chapters. You can read it in a week. It will change the way you see money forever. Third, identify your one biggest comfort avoidance. Is it not investing because the market feels scary? Not starting a side income because you might fail? Name it. Then take one small step toward it this week. Mindset shifts don't happen through motivation. They happen through repeated small actions that build new evidence for new beliefs. Wealthy people are not smarter than you. They are not luckier than you. They are not operating in a different world from you. They have simply learned to think about money differently. And thinking differently leads to deciding differently. And deciding differently, consistently, over years, leads to living differently. The mindset shift comes first. The money follows. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 shifts hit you hardest? I genuinely want to know what landed. If this changed how you see money even slightly, please hit the like button and subscribe, because next Friday we're going deep into 5 passive income streams that anyone can start with under $500. Your money, your future, your rise.